Welcome to the third phonology lesson, which explains the terms used in Peter Roach's fourth unit. At the end of this video, you should be able to complete the exercises in that unit. In this exercise, we're going to talk about something called a plosive, which is nothing else than a short burst of air. P is a plosive sound. Please. The pl is the burst. The rest of the sound in that word follows it as a kind of release of tension after the burst. These little bursts can come from a few key places in the mouth. Take a moment and guess from where in the mouth a burst of sound might come, given what you learned about the places the tongue hits in the blocking of air. Good. Now let's see if you're right. First, let's talk a bit about where that air comes from. It comes up from the lungs through the throat. The air passes right between the vocal cords, right here, which are also called vocal folds. Vocal folds. The space between the vocal cords is the glottis. So this is the pathway. Now here's where this part of the throat gets interesting. When the vocal cords are tightly closed, they can produce a glottal stop, like in the British Cockney word bottle. You don't hear it too often in English. That's my best example. When the vocal cords are close together and air is passed between them, you get a voicing or phonation. You can feel this. Put your hand on your throat and say zzz. Try it again. Your hand is on your throat and you're saying zzz. This will look funny to your friends. But do you feel the vibration? Now by contrast, keeping your hand on your throat, say S, just like a snake. S. No vibration. So no voicing or phonation. The intensity, frequency, and quality of these vibrations are relevant to your speech. Some sounds have to be voiced. They have to have that vibration from your throat when you say them. Just like zzz. Others are unvoiced when you say them. If you don't have a vibration when you should, or if you have a vibration when you should not, you will not be as well understood as you want to be. Take the word zipper, for instance. If you say zipper with no voicing or phonation, you're really only saying sipper. Sipper. And only the context in which you say the word saves the meaning. There are a few ways the vocal cords interact with the other areas of the mouth we studied in the previous video lecture. The sound that is voiced or unvoiced may hit either the alveolar ridge, it's this part here, or the velum, remember that's this part back here, when the tongue presses against it. A voiced alveolar consonant sounds like da, da. Go ahead and say da. It's a D, as in dog, doubt. If you put your hand on your throat, you'll feel that vibration. Dog, doubt. An unvoiced alveolar consonant sounds like this. T, T, T. Tiger. Go ahead and say tiger. T. If you put your hand on your throat when you say tie, you should not feel any vibrations. If you do feel a vibration, practice until you do not feel one, saying tie, as in tiger. A voiced velar consonant, that's the consonant sound that comes from here, instead of the alveolar consonant sound that comes from here. A voiced velar consonant sound sounds like this. Ga, ga. Grape, grape. Go ahead and put your hand on your throat. Say grape. The G should produce a vibration. An unvoiced velar consonant sounds like this. Ka, ka, as in kite, as in kick. If you put your hand on your throat, you should feel no vibration when you say the word ka, kite. There is no vibration from the K sound. Okay, so that's voiced and unvoiced in the alveolar consonant and in the velar consonant. There's one other way voiced and unvoiced can happen, and that's bilabially. If you remember, consonant sounds that require you to use both your lips, ba, pa, are bilabial consonants. Voiced or unvoiced sounds may miss entirely the velum and the alveolar ridge and be produced by the lips. A voiced bilabial consonant sounds like this. Ba, ba. Baby, baby. An unvoiced bilabial consonant sounds like this. Pa, pa. Paper, paper. You should feel no vibration in your throat when you say paper. You should feel a vibration when you say baby, baby. That is the end of this video. I look forward to speaking with you again in the next lesson.